Hello, artist. Today we will be talking about the artist Mary Blair. Mary Blair was an illustrator, Disney artist, and a master of color. So let's begin our castle inspired by Mary Blair. The first thing you're going to need is a big piece of paper, a pencil, an eraser, and this square tracer I have for you. We are going to be using the Roll a Castle paper. Now, if you'd like to use the dice, you can, or you can just choose. So you will need a big piece of paper to start your castle, and we are going to be making a castle out of squares. It's going to have some windows, a clock, some domes, a door, and a sun, just like the artist Mary Blair. If this looks a little familiar, might look like the Small World ride at Disney. So, you're going to take a big piece of paper and you're going to begin by drawing some squares. I have a square tracer for you. So you take your square tracer and you're going to move it to anywhere on the bottom of your paper. The square, one of its sides is going to touch the bottom of the paper, and you are going to trace the other three sides that are on the paper. When you're done, you can make your castle taller by stacking the square above it and tracing. Oopsies. Make sure you hold down your paper while you trace. Or you can make your castle wider by putting squares next to it. I'd like you to start with at least 4 squares. So your 4 squares can be arranged any way you want, but they have to be touching. So my 4 look like this right now. Your 4 might look like this, stacked like a postage stamp. They could look completely different. It is up to you. Now, we have our roll of paper, we have our dice, and we're gonna start with the window column. Now it says window, add 2 of the same kind. So whatever I roll, I'm gonna draw that in 2 separate squares. So I rolled a 6. The window I got was this one, and I'm going to draw that in 2 separate squares. All right, and now that those are done, I'm going to go ahead and do my second roll, or my door style. All right, roll 3. Now I ran out of squares and I still need to do some more designs. So you can add squares wherever you like to your design. Now that I've finished all of the designs on this paper, I can look at the bottom and choose any domes. The domes are going to go on top of any of your squares. You can put a dome on the top of each square, or just choose the ones you want to have domes. I have extra sheets. If you'd like some help drawing your sun or a clock face, you can go ahead and raise your hand and ask for a sun roll and draw or a clock face roll and draw. Okay, and once this entire thing is drawn, you can go ahead and trace your lines in Sharpie. Then once you finish tracing your whole picture, you can go ahead and erase any pencil lines that you might have forgotten or missed. All right, boys and girls, I hope you had fun. Bye!